All right, Shalom. I'd like to start up by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles and great millstone of my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the archon that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm coming out to by Yashar from the Lions of the Yashar camp. This is another Lions and News and Prophecy. And this article says, rocket attack launched against U.S. military base in Syria. All right. Um, the reason why I'm bringing this out is the significance of this is the simple fact that at one point in time, you know, these nations didn't have the gall to attack um anything dealing with the United States of America. So now you have these nations that are fearless now that I'm like, you know what? You know, you know how people say, oh, they bleed just like I bleed. Well, these that's what these nations are saying uh, to America right now, and they're ready to shed blood. And it wouldn't be innocent blood because all the bloodshed that America that the United States has done over the years, you know, whether you want to call it karma or whatever, whatever you reap into the earth, that you shall sow. Um, and it's all throughout the scriptures how the United States has ruined these nations with a with by the force with a rod of iron, like with a continual stroke, you know. So now let's get into this article a little bit. Well, and we also know this is all according to the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai because it's going to be a sacrifice in Basra, all right? And this is going to be an altar. It's going to be a great sacrifice. This is going to be the place that we get delivered from when Yahweh Bashim Shai brings judgment on this place. All right, before I started, I'm going to get Jeremiah 16 and 14. Um, It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shimei Shai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because yeah, that's what we're saying now, because that was the first Exodus when he destroyed Egypt and brought us up out of Egypt. He didn't utterly destroy Egypt like he's going to do America, but he brought judgment upon Egypt, right, and delivered us out of Egypt. But this is what's going to be said next, verse 15. It says, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and will bring them again unto their land that I gave their fathers. Right. So so that's what we're witnessing happening to this day. Happening today is the Lord preparing us for the judgment to come on Babylon the Great and the deliverance of the children of Israel in the second Exodus, delivering us from the second death, which is the missile. All right. It says, all right, going to the article, it says a rocket was fired at a United States military base in Syria this week in an unsuccessful attack, Fox News Digital has learned. Even if it was unsuccessful, the success behind it is them having the balls to do it now. So eventually it's going to go from bases and stuff over there. This is not the first time this happened, that there was an attempt of an attack on an American military base over there in the Middle East. But eventually, that's going to hit U.S. soil. These nations are going to keep building confidence and confidence and confidence, right? And the confidence in Esau is going to be rooted out because why? These nations are going to be risen up to come against the United States on their home soil. Not no proxy wars, not no wars on military bases in other countries, but actually on the shores of the United States of America. All right. It says on August 13th at approximately 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, a rocket attempt against the United States, and coalition forces at mission support site Euphrates in Syria. A U.S. defense official told Fox News Digital. All right. So I guess this is the map showing the area. that was under attack. Says this map shows the location of the United States military base that was fired upon with a rocket this week. It was the third such attack on a U.S. base in Syria and Iraq this month. So it's been, this month. How many weeks are we in? 2 weeks in this month. We're going on 3 weeks. We're exactly at 2 weeks in this month. So, um, so this is the third one. So this is happening quite frequently. It says the attack on the base was reportedly unsuccessful with no rockets making direct impact. But like I said before, um, um, the successful part of it at this stage of it is the fact that they're having, the courage, the bravery to 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 blow up at the United States of America. Usually, America will be able to puff at them, and these other nations will back down, but not anymore. Everybody getting tired of the United States bullcrap. And the Lord's gonna bring judgment on this place, man. It's all according to the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. And it's gonna be to how, these events have to happen for him to turn back our captivity and put us in the land that he gave to our fathers like he promised. Right? It says the official told Fox News Digital U.S. forces immediately respond in self-defense, returning indirect fire against the attackers or forces. Our forces retain the inherent right to self-defense, and we will not hesitate to take action to protect ourselves whenever necessary. It says no injuries to service members or damage to base have been reported. U.S. defense official tells Fox News. It says this is the third attack targeting U.S. base this month in Iraq and Syria. Several United States personnel were injured in a suspected rocket attack at the Ain al-Assad air base in western Iraq last week, according to United States defense officials. It says U.S. defense, right, but the United States is over here like sitting ducks. Ain't no Iron Dome over here or nothing like that. You remember when Trump got into office, um, he took away like 65 to 70% of military spending, and part of that was for the defense. Right, and he put that money elsewhere. So America's like sitting duck. That's why it's known as the land of unwalled villages. It says the United States defense official confirmed the suspected rocket attack to Fox News on August 5th. According to Reuters, at least two Katyusha rockets were fired towards the base. Speaking to Fox News, the official said that several U.S. personnel were injured during that incident. Mm. So now you have U.S. personnel being injured when things like that happen, which is it's beautiful, man. Because you hear wars and rumors of wars, but this is just beginning. This is just beginning of sorrows. But it's a joyful time and rejoicing time for us. Um, you know, and the things is not going to heat up until all the elect are sealed. Well, as soon as we have everybody sealed, and that's all about the mindset. Sealed, yeah, having the truth, but also sealed to where like we got our minds totally focused on Yahweh by Shem Shine. There's nothing going to be able to waver us from it because it's going to get real bad. It's going to get to the point like Hananiah, and Mishael were faced with the fiery furnace. It might not be put in the furnace, but it's going to be something to that intensity that could. It said, but it will very well, if it were possible, it would very well even fool the elect. But if once all the elect are sealed, there's nothing going to be able to pull them away from Yahweh by Shem Shai. Like what it says in Romans, like, who can separate us from the love of Yahweh by Shem Shai? Right? Matter of fact, let me get it real quick because that's what the Lord is waiting on to seal for all the elect to be sealed. So He's sealing us with the truth, right, and sealing us with faith. Um, let me see where is it? Let me see. Lucky real quick, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I ain't even in Romans. I thought I was in Romans. Lucky. Here we go. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, this is Romans chapter 8, verse 35. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or perils? No, because once we're sealed, there's nothing going to be able to pull us away from Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Not nothing. That doesn't matter what they face us with. Nothing's gonna be able to pull our minds away from having faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai once we are sealed. All right. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. We already know this. All right, but we know we're protected by the shepherd. It says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us, right? And that's talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angel, nor principality, nor power, nor things present, nor things to come, right? Things that are going on right now and things that are going to come into in the future, right? Nothing's going to be able to pull us away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua once we become sealed. All right, we're waiting on for everybody to become sealed, all the elect to become sealed, so the Lord can start bringing the pressure. He gonna bring some pressure, man. You know, the Lord's gonna come down here and stand on business. He gonna, all right. It says, for I'm persuaded that neither life, or it's like neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Right? And keeping our mind focused on them, the promise that was given unto us, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. I pray that I am. I pray that our brothers are. I pray that, the ones that really are fighting for this truth on a daily basis, prophesying the sincerity and truth. I pray they are about that number. That's why we claim to be the hopeful elect. We know what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to do. We just pray that we're a part of that salvation portion of it, not the judgment part. So once we're sealed, you know, the Lord's going to bring so much pressure on this earth that everybody's going to fold except for the ones that are sealed in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because these are some of the things that He's going to bring to the earth. All right. It says, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And that's why you see things heating up over there in the Middle East, because the Lord's bringing pressure, man. He's bringing it little by little. He said the scourge is off sent out, right? So he's bringing a little fire, and they said, what will I if it already be kindled? Meaning, he's bringing more fire when he comes. And the ultimate fire is going to be those missiles. So you see I did a lesson last week. Rumor has it that the United States has been supplying Ukraine with tactical nukes. They haven't used them, but it's just a rumor going out there. So there, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord is opening up his armory, preparing war. There's gonna be all out war on all four corners of the earth, all four hemispheres, man. All right, it says beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong. Now, nobody's not really spending any money in agriculture anymore. What are they spending their money on? Weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of everybody getting their armory up, trying to prepare themselves for the war that's to come, and for the inevitable. Everybody knows World War III is going to happen. It's all about timing of when. And it's not going to happen until the elect are sealed. And that's when they're going to, when the MOTB is going to be brought in, right? And that's the ultimate thing that the Lord needs to seal us from, keeping us from the hour of temptation, which He shall put on the whole world. To try to testing everybody's faith, and our faith is going to be in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right, verse 11. It says, "Assemble yourselves." It says, no. Read number 10 again. It said, "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong." That's why these other nations have the brass balls now, um, to come out of America on their military bases over in the Middle East. The Lord is putting them in the spirit to doing that. They're sealing them for their judgment. They're sealing the minds of these other nations to rise up. Yahweh Shema Shai is sealing the minds of these nations to rise up against America. He said, I will assemble an assembly of nations to come up against Babylon the Great." And we're witnessing this happening right now, man. It's Kal Halayim La Yahweh Shem Shai for turning our captivities right before our eyes. It said, "The elect shall scarcely be saved." We're going to be pulled through that fire, man. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh." And that's what you're gonna witness. How everybody gonna be thumping. Yahweh gonna come down with the holy angels thumping. These other nations are gonna be all conjured together, gathered together to fight against each other. Mainly, majority of everybody's gonna be fighting against America. You know, and the elect of Yahweh Shemar Shai are going to be protected from that, having a front row seat, but being protected from the danger that's to come. You know, So that's what we're looking forward to, man. We have hope in the things that we see come to pass because the Lord put in our spirit and gave us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to prophesy about these things before they happen. All right, to get our minds prepared for what's to come, because it's going to get real tough out here. But you know what? It said, "Fear not thy worm Jacob, for I will help thee." So the Lord Yahweh Shemar Shai is going to help. He's going to be our comforter. He said, he that abideth under the matter of fact, let me get it, and I'll close it out with that. Okay, wow. All right, this is Psalms 91 and 1. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." Right, those secret places in His Word, man, in His sanctuary, being covered by the Spirit. It says, all right. "I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust." Even though we see all these things going on, we're going to trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man. He says, "Surely He shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." Right, all the things that's the snare of the fowler is these traps set up by Esau. Noisome pestilence, you got, martial law, um, uh, missiles, war, destruction. Verse 4 it says, "He shall cover thee from with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be the shield and buckler." That's what we're going to be sealed and sanctified from. With is the truth, according to John chapter 17, verse 17. And that's going to be sealing us and sanctifying us, increasing our faith because of the things that we speak in sincerity and truth, prophesying according to the word of Yahweh by Shem Shai. Well, as we prophesy about these things are going to start to come to pass, and that's going to also solidify our faith and show that there was a prophet among them. And that's going to boost the faith of the others, because the ones that were chosen to follow, right, follow the words of Yahweh by Shem Shai being spoken by the true prophets, are also going to see it. It's going to solidify and strengthen their faith also. So the more these prophecies come to pass as we speak of them, the more faith is going to be built up within us, man. And that's just such a beautiful thing. All right. So we want to see these things happening in the news. We want to see more judgment come upon America. We want to see these nations rise up against the United States. Because what does that mean? That means we're closer and closer to our salvation. All right. Lord willing, this lesson to edify and serve His purpose without a light. Say, "Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakak Wadash, Ma'amah." Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, my elder Harold one as well. Salutation to the architect that are pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.